Hi guys, welcome back to the Tegiwa YouTube channel. Today we've got the latest Dragy DRG70-C in front of us. We're going to be unboxing it in a minute. I'm joined with Luke, Tegiwa director. He's been putting it through its paces for the last couple of weeks. But you might be wondering why we're making a Dragy video when, if you look back through our channel, we made one a couple of years ago. Well, the DRG70 is the latest product from Dragy. It features 10th generation GPS. It's got updated Bluetooth. It features Bluetooth 5. It's got many other features as well that you can read about at tegiwa.com. It also has a much better battery life, so the battery lasts for 20 plus hours, whereas the old one used to die on us all the time. It wasn't very reliable, but this one works without fault. It's £139, which to us is just mind-bogglingly cheap for what it does, because you can use it on the road, which we'll get onto later, with your 0 to 60 runs, 60 to 130, half mile, quarter mile, that kind of thing. You can use it on the track as well, so it could be an onboard camera, lap timer. It displays data with your video. And the next closest thing really in terms of price is the AIM Solo 2, which retails at £420. So yeah, £139. There's no subscription costs. You literally go on your phone, download the two apps, one for the road, one for the track. You're not paying anything else. It's one fee. You can use it in any car you want. There's no messing around with changing your camera, rigging it all up. It's literally one little box. You'll see in a minute. It's really compact. It's a bit of a game changer. So we're going to tell you all about it, and we'll unbox it now and show you what's inside. It comes in a nice little box. It's like a double box essentially. So you can keep it in this one. And essentially what a Dragy is, it's just a neat little GPS performance monitoring device is what we refer to it as. It's really good.
And track now.
Yeah, and the track, which is a massive feature. And this is really handy rather than, you know, fitting a mod, going on a dyno, seeing how much power you made. It shows you real life performance, because as we all know, dyno can be a bit of a lottery sometimes, especially if you're not going to verified dyno or whatever.
We've actually used it to compare runs in gear. So obviously you can vary a 0 to 60 run, but if you do a 60 to 130 run, then you can clearly see if you've gained something in performance. So it's really good for that kind of run. Really shows whether you've gained performance or not.
Yeah, and it's really nice and compact. Like, as you can see, it fits in the palm of my hand. So, and it's magnetic as well. So you can keep that in your glove box, or you could keep it just like out on your center console, and then it's literally just there. You keep it there, you press go on your phone, which we'll show you in a minute, and then yeah, go find a flat piece of land. Off you go, 60. How fast are you going? So inside the box, you get the actual box itself. You get two neat magnetic plugs.
These are self-adhesive, so if you are struggling for anywhere for the magnet to work, you can self-adhesive one of these to your dash, and then it just sits on it.
You also get a USB-C to USB charging cable, and you also get some quick guide instructions as well, so how to set the Dragy up, which is always handy. But yeah, Luke, you've been using it for a few weeks now and testing it.
Yeah, well, it's brilliant. We've obviously, you'll see later in the video, but we've all been using it to do our 0 to 60s. You need to make sure you've got the app updated on your phone, but then as soon as you connect it, the light goes blue, connects up, and then you can just keep on doing your driving all day and it will just keep on logging. For it to be a verified run, so for you to be able to upload it into their database, the road's got to be flat, or it can be uphill, but it can't be downhill. So obviously for obvious reasons, you could cheat the system if you did your 0 to 60 down a big steep hill. And then we've also used it in the race cars on a racetrack.
Yeah, the neat thing is about this as well, you can connect your phone, you can mount it to your windscreen, and then you can overlay all the data automatically onto your camera, can't you? So it will tell you whether you're a bit like the Garmin Catalyst, but it's way cheaper than that. So it will tell you whether you're green, you're going faster for one lap.
See the bottom, it shows my last lap, and it will show my best lap, speed, and then a big green box to show that we are up on our last lap.
Or you're down on your time.
So as you can see on the camera, we're now down, it's gone red, so we've lost 4 tenths in there, it's all
Yeah, it also works as a lap timer as well, and if you're not allowed to show your phone on the windscreen or whatever, you can put your phone in your pocket and it still works. It still monitors your lap time, which is a complete game changer really.
The Dragy on, press record, and then
I'm going to turn the screen off to make it compliant with Motorsport UK rules. So we will see if it records a lap with the screen off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good.
And it'll work the same as in your pocket.
Because it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, so as Dave said, it uses your phone as the camera. So we use a mount like this, and to make sure the phone's mounted in the windscreen. You don't need to use a camera, but it just adds another element, and then you can see an overlay afterwards. So if we just look at some track data that we've done, there's two different apps you need, but Dragy Lap is the Dragy app for the lap timing. And in the app, you can see there's various stuff going on, but you need to make a login to start with. Add all of your cars, because at the end of your session you have to choose which car you did it in. So you put all your cars in. So if we just go to history to see something I've done, let's go to Blighton Park. So here you can see straight away the map of the track, and you can click that if you want to go straight to the video. Obviously the orange and green bit showing faster or slower. So the top speed we did was 104 mile an hour, 4 laps, and our best time. Then further down the page it shows what lap we did what. So our fastest lap was actually lap 2. Lap 3 was 200ths off that. Lap 4 was 0.13 seconds off that. And our optimum is showing that it's 0.49 faster. So if we'd have strung those 3 laps together, we could have done 11:28. Then you get to this section which shows your opportunities. So this is really handy because, as you can see, there's half a second there to be had, and it shows you where the half a second can be done. So if you click on this, you can then watch that on this section of the lap where it's slightly different. So you can watch the onboard, and you could see on this section there was only actually 100th to be gained. So there's not really a lot in it, but it does show everything, the difference between your best lap and your optimum lap. Obviously, if we'd done more than 4 laps, there would have been a lot more data. Then your minimum speed, maximum speed, your G, more G, your brake, but obviously the brake's calculated, so it doesn't really show a proper brake trace, it's just showing whether you're on or off the brakes. The altitude, which for what we're doing is irrelevant. I suppose if you're doing hill climbs, it would be quite an interesting thing. And then the weather on the day, so you've got it as a reference back for when you're looking back over your data. If we just want to watch a lap, we can click here and we can watch our best lap. And it's got sound. So it's showing our speed, whether on the accelerator or the brake, our turning force, G, and then up here you can see this is green because it's showing that we're up on our previous lap, and then also a little track map, and then obviously the list of laps. But because it's using your phone camera, that's what makes the Dragy so cheap, because the camera in your phone is an incredible phone. You might as well utilise that. So as long as you've got a good mount, as you can see ours was a pretty decent suction mount that was then secondary tethered, it creates a decent video with an overlay. And then you can also export this, and it just exports into your photo library on your phone, and you can send it to your mates or whatever you need to do.
The other amazing thing about having the device as compact as this and having it on your phone is that you can literally park your car up and then watch back all the data on your phone. You can go for your dinner, you can do what you want, you've got it, whereas other devices, it's just another thing that you're carrying around with you, and maybe some of the more complex ones, you've even got to take your laptop to analyse the data. So it's all there on your phone, you haven't got another device as such. Yeah, you can just watch it at your own leisure, wherever you may be on the track.
So on this page you can see a lap comparison. So I've selected 2 laps, my 2 closest laps, and you can see your speed, your cornering G and the time difference. So also the map, and then at the top the video. So as you can see through this section here, we're actually 800 slower, but then we obviously got a better corner exit, so we managed to get that time back. You can see the different lines shown here on the 2 laps. Obviously got a little bit of understeer on the yellow dotted lap. So then all the way around the lap, and you can see that again they're pretty much overlaid all the way. Here the blue line ran a bit wider, and then all the way around to the end. These laps are obviously that close that there was nothing in it anyway, so the two lines were overlapping each other. When you're on your the overlay, if you click at the top, you can see it says Blyton Park Driving Centre Outer Circuit, because that's a circuit that we did. Click on that, and then there's a global leaderboard. So if you upload any laps, they'll go onto here. So as you can see, our little FN2 is the third fastest car to go around there, only 7/10 off the fastest lap. So that's pretty cool that it's something else you can aim for, and especially if all your mates have got Dragys, when you're doing a track day, you can compete with each other, which is pretty cool. Right, so we're now going to go outside and show you how it all works in the car. We're going to take the RAM mount to use it for the phone and the Dragy, obviously, and we're going to put it all into our Civic FL5 and connect the Bluetooth up and show you how it's done. So it's dead simple to connect. You choose either the street app or the lap app. Because we're in the road car, we'll choose the street app. And then you simply click the connect button, and you can see on the Dragy, it lights up blue to say it's connected. Tick on the screen, syncs with the satellites, and then we're ready to go. If we just started driving now, it would just start recording, and it would record everything from your 0 to 60, your quarter mile and everything, and then for as many times as you do it throughout your journey, it will just keep on recording them and put them in a list at the bottom here. So as you can see on the screen, in the top corner, it's got the stats of the device basically. So we've got green, 3 bars of battery, 2 bars of Bluetooth and 1 GPS. That won't refer to 1 GPS satellite, but it'll be 1 out of 2. So it obviously means that it's got reasonable GPS ready to go and do a run, but maybe when we're out on the road, it'll upgrade. The DRG70 has actually got far more GPS functionality because it allows you to connect to multiple different types of global position system, GNS and GPS and all of the other various technical names. With our RAM mount X grip, it makes life a lot easier because we put the phone here, which then means it's visual. Click on the record button. As you can see, that's our screen. It's got our speed on it, it's got the distance, and as you do your various stats, your quarter mile or 0 to 60, whatever, they pop up on the screen so you know what you've done. And it records it all as well. At the start of the recording, you do just hit the record button. So this is more for if you're setting up to do your run, rather than if you're just going to drive and you want to record everything you do, you wouldn't really go in the camera mode, you'd leave it in the normal mode and it would just keep on recording. But as you can see with the mount, it's mounted solid, it's really visual, it's well suctioned. When you're on track, you'd have to secondary tether it, so normally you get away with a cable tie around your rear view mirror to your camera. Now we'll show you some 0 to 60 runs of our team. We all had quite good fun doing it. The Acti sadly couldn't get to 60, so that's just a 0 to 30 run. So you can have a little laugh at that.
All right, I'm Johnny Tegiwa. Today I'm in the Acti. We're just doing a Dragy in it. I'm not sure we're going to get to 60. We'll definitely do a quarter mile. We'll definitely do 0 to 30, and we might do like a, I don't know, whatever, up to maybe 50 there is. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. The Acti is running sweet today. It's nice and warm, so no issues today. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. 4x4 mode coming in useful. It's so slow. Come on, little Acti. We're not going to get to 60, but a quarter will do. Hi, I'm Andy from Tegiwa. I've got a 98 Pajero Evolution, and I think my 0 to 60 time will be anything below 9 I'll be happy with.
That's 60.
I'm Chris, this is my Citroen AX. It has got a Saxo VTS engine, so I'm hoping for mid to low 7s maybe.
So then again, this has got a leaderboard, various different categories, all different car manufacturers. Stoke-on-Trent, as you can see, Tegiwa was quite good at Stoke-on-Trent lap times. There's some absolute beast drag cars that have topped the table, but I'm in third and then fifth, and then I think we've got quite a few other Tegiwa times on the sheet. So it's got 0 to 60, 60 to 130, quarter mile, eighth mile, 0 to 130, all the different times that you want to be able to do. And in your own history again, you can see what you've done. So I've done 48 0 to 60 runs. So we'll just click on one of them. Let's go on to this one. So this is valid because, as you can see from the green line, we didn't change any elevation. So that's the one thing that's better about this new Dragy than the old Dragy. It's way less sensitive to change in altitude. So I think we actually went up a 0.59 degree slope. But yeah, as you can see, so that was a 0 to 60. So we did 0 to 10 in 0.34, 0 to 20 in 0.75, and obviously 0 to 60 in 2.48. So in the 0 to 60, if you go into your run, you can then click to play the video. And yeah, it's just good fun. I even used it on my quad bike. So it shows that it can be used on all sorts. I've got a friend who's going to use it on a jet ski. You can use it anywhere, off-road, on-road, for whatever you want to do. It's a pretty versatile app.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Because, I mean, you pay your 139 quid and you've got it. And then when your mate's giving it large, I've got 700 horsepower, and you go, all right, prove it.
You just lend it them.
Yeah, put it in his car, record it, and he's either right or he's chatting absolute
Garbage.
yeah. But yeah, that pretty much.
There's nothing else that comes close to it either. Like we're big advocates of the Garmin Catalyst. We love it in all of the stuff that we do. But it's a different market. The Catalyst is £900 or there or thereabouts. We also use the AIM Solo 2. Incredible little bit of kit, but again, that's over 4 times the price of this. So for just being a really handy little device and using your phone, it works perfectly. Regarding using your phone on track, I have actually spoke to a few different track day organisers, and as long as it's fully secure, tethered and secondary tethered, then they're okay using it. You can use it as a camera, but obviously you're not allowed to use the lap time function on track days because you can't time track days. However, as Dave said, if you turn the screen off when it's recording, so set it all up when you go out the pits, turn the screen off, then that's then legal. You're not actually displaying your lap time, so you can't race your own time. But when you get back, turn your screen back on, press the stop recording, and all of your data will be there. So it's incredible that it does that for £130.
And yeah, you can use it on the road as well, which is,
yeah.
You're taking another device out, you haven't got that.
And it just fits in your pocket. As Dave said, if you go to a car meet and one of your mates says he's so fast, you can just put it in his car and off you go. We used the RAM mount for everything we did. We used it on circuit. I used it on my quad bike. Yeah, everything. It's a really solid mount. Use this kind of P-pod design so that you can get it to any angle you want. And then the phone literally clips on with these spring mounts. And then it does come with a secondary tether, like a rubber band that goes over it as well to make it even more secure. I've got one of these on my mountain bike too. So you can buy these at Tegiwa.com. Like I said, it's a great addition to your Dragy because to get the most out of your Dragy, really, you want to be recording as you go down the road.
So yeah, you can get those at Tegiwa.com. You can get the actual Dragy itself from Tegiwa.com. Like we said, they're £139. No subscriptions, you buy it once, that's it, it's yours forever. So that pretty much sums up this video. Thank you for watching. There's one last thing to do. go buy your Dragy from Tegiwa, go set a 0 to 60 time, and if you beat Luke's 2.64, I will personally send you a Tegiwa goodie bag. So good luck. You can send us a picture of that verified run on Facebook or Instagram at Tegiwa. You can get this at tegiwa.com. You can get the mount at tegiwa.com. If there's any questions or you're not sure on anything, drop us a comment and we'll do our best to answer it. But yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Peace out.